Hello guys. So I will be participating in this Ludum Dare competition 35, and the team has been chosen. It is shapeshifting. So I will be using libgdx for this game, and I used the start of another game I'm working on, so I got all these files already. Like some basic square collision and a grid board basically with blocks and all that stuff, so I can make a game relatively fast because of that. And the idea I've chosen is to have like a character which you can just move around, walk and stuff, and then if you hit a special button you will be able to extend his arms. And then his arms are obviously thinner, so they can go places the guy itself can't go. And well, I will have a kind of a strange way of controlling them, and they will just like stretch out, and that's basically the shifting part. So they will be able to reach really far and round corners and stuff. So I will just record another piece if I have some interesting code or some basics of the Okay, so by now I have set up the project in the way I want to use it for this game, sort of. So basically all I have now is my animation for my other game, and as you can see a bunch of testing um, sprites, whatever, and you can control this guy, and you can jump and stuff, and as you can see when it lands there are like little landing particles. And yeah, it just has a squarish hitbox, so I guess the hitbox system I use isn't perfect for the idea I have here, but I guess I will have to work with it. So now I will get started on the actual arms. So right now I sort of got the basics for the arms working. As you can see, we have these hitboxes next to the player, which basically indicate the arm. So as you can see, they do hit walls obviously, and they can give in a little, but there's a restriction for how much they can give in. So as you can see, I can't walk further to the left right now because my arm is getting stuck basically. And the same applies for jumping, so if I jump I will get stopped because of my arm. But it's for each part of the arm individually, so as you can see the slack basically adds up. And well, as you can see, we get some quite interesting physics mechanics. We can easily change the amount of slack it has with this variable I made called slack. So let's say we set it to 30, it will be really squishy, I guess. As you can see, that gives in all the way, and if I do this I can hit the ground even. Alright, yeah, that's one problem. I can't put the slack too high. I wouldn't want it this high actually, but because apparently there's a little bug in the collision, and I'm not sure why, but I don't really have time to fix it now, which causes causes the blocks to sometimes go through if the distance they traveled is too big. I mean, not the blocks to pass through, but hitbox pass through a block. So let's try it with 20, I hope. Yeah, as you can see, 20 does pretty much work. But yeah, about 10 is probably the maximum slack I want anyways. And when I have it at 10 it works perfectly fine. So I think I will even put it lower. So yeah, let's now get into the controls. And by now I've added some controls for the arm and it's starting to work like intended. So if I hit shift I can select which arm I want, so then I click right basically, and now I control the right arm as you can see. And then to extend the arm you just press forward, and yeah, it's this pretty creepy effect. And then if I let go of shift, you can see I just control the character, and these arms are kinda, or arm parts kinda preventing me from moving. And then to retract it I just select the right arm again and hit backwards, and it retracts all the way back. So as you can see the collision isn't perfect, but I think it will work for what I want. It's kinda interesting. So yeah, I will make another section when I got something done. Okay, so I haven't done too much. I've just wasted quite some time. But yeah, now the arm parts are connected with each other, and I think it looks pretty cool. And yeah, it's quite strange. It will be interesting, I think. And I've also added a limit for the length of the arm, so it can be a game element where you need to pick up certain power-ups which allow you to grow your arms and yeah, basically complete the level. Okay, so I've actually been busy for quite some hours, but I've fairly little progress because I had quite some bugs, and I basically redid a whole bunch of stuff, and now it's a lot simpler and it works pretty well. So as you can see I can now control the two arms separately with like I, J, K, L keys and W, A, S, D. So you can kind of like push yourself around, and yeah, I think that's gonna be the idea of the game. Like, first I thought of having normal controls too for when you were on the ground, but I've now pretty much decided to just make you move around with this weird arm-like thing. So I think for the character, like now I just have this test guy walking around all the time, which is of my other game, but I think I'm gonna make some kind of monkey, because like long arms kind of fit a monkey, I guess, or I don't even know, but I think it will look cool. So yeah, we'll see you when I okay, so it's almost 12 and I want to go to bed at a decent time so I can be up tomorrow early, basically. So this is my last update, and what I've done now is added the ability to grab things with one of both arms. So this allows you to climb pretty nicely. So as you can see, one of the hands has this red dot, and as you can see, that's the one that's grabbing, and then if you hit space it switches, so you can like God. Okay, but anyways, you can really climb buildings doing this, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Oh, okay, I don't know what happened with the arm there. But yeah, as you can see, it works quite nicely. My PC is a bit slow now, so it should work a bit better with higher FPS. But anyways, I'm going to bed and I will record the next part